November 24th, 1971. A quiet man carrying a black briefcase walks into an airport. He buys a one-way ticket with cash, smiles politely, and boards a routine flight. By the end of the night, he will vanish into darkness with a fortune in ransom money, leaving behind one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries. For more than 4 decades, investigators searched for answers. Thousands of tips poured in. Hundreds of suspects were examined. Yet no one could prove who the mysterious hijacker really was. This is the story of the man the world remembers as D.B. Cooper. It was the evening before Thanksgiving. Airports were crowded with families eager to get home. Among them was a well-dressed middle-aged man wearing a dark suit, polished shoes, and a black tie. Nothing about him attracted attention. He purchased a one-way ticket for a short flight from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. The ticket carried the name Dan Cooper. After boarding the aircraft, he quietly took his seat near the back of the cabin. He ordered a drink, lit a cigarette, and waited patiently as the plane climbed into the cloudy sky. A few minutes after takeoff, he handed a folded note to a flight attendant. At first, she assumed it was another passenger trying to flirt with her. She slipped it into her purse without reading it. The man leaned forward and calmly said, "You should read the note." She unfolded the paper. The message was short and direct. "I have a bomb." He opened his briefcase just enough for her to glimpse wires and red cylinders inside. Whether it was a real bomb or not, nobody dared to find out. His demands were surprisingly specific. He wanted $200,000 in cash, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck waiting when the plane landed. He warned the crew not to attempt any tricks. The pilots immediately contacted air traffic control. Within minutes, the FBI and local authorities were scrambling to respond. Rather than risking the lives of dozens of passengers, officials agreed to meet every demand. While the aircraft circled in the sky, banks rushed to gather the ransom money. Before handing it over, investigators carefully recorded the serial number of every single bill, hoping the cash might one day reveal the hijacker's identity. When the plane landed in Seattle, the passengers were released safely. The money arrived. The parachutes arrived. The aircraft was refueled. Everything had gone exactly as the hijacker planned. Then came the most dangerous part. He ordered the pilots to fly toward Mexico at a low altitude with the rear staircase prepared for use during flight. The crew obeyed. Outside, heavy rain pounded the aircraft. Strong winds shook the cabin as darkness covered the forests below. Somewhere over the wilderness of the Pacific Northwest, the warning light suddenly flashed. The rear staircase had been lowered. Moments later, the mysterious man disappeared into the night. No passenger saw him leave. No crew member watched him jump. The only thing anyone knew was that he and the ransom money were gone. The FBI launched one of the largest investigations in its history. Agents searched forests, rivers, mountains, and remote valleys. More than 1,000 people were investigated over the years. Many claimed to know the hijacker. Some even confessed. None of the stories could be proven. Then, nearly 9 years later, something unexpected happened. A young boy digging along the Columbia River discovered several decaying bundles of $20 bills buried beneath the sand. Investigators compared the serial numbers. They matched the ransom money perfectly. It remains the only confirmed piece of evidence ever recovered. No parachute, no briefcase, no clothing, no body, just a handful of weathered banknotes. Did the hijacker survive the jump, or did he disappear forever somewhere in the wilderness below? No one knows. In 2016, after 45 years of investigation, the FBI officially closed the case without identifying the man responsible. His true identity remains unknown. His fate remains a mystery. And on one stormy night in 1971, an ordinary passenger stepped onto an airplane, only to vanish into history forever.